This morning we are joined by two founding members of the Betheny Book Club for our monthly book club conversation. Now, this is a group of literature enthusiasts from Witbank with an aim to make reading and acquiring knowledge fun, to create a friendly environment for people to share and express their views. Well, Bethuel, Mbebe and Enica, Mmadi are founders of the club, and they are in studio with us this morning to tell us more about their literary journey. Lady and gent, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Lovely, man. Let me start with you, Bethuel. Please tell us more about how the book and the book club was started, actually.
Okay, it's quite interesting because the book club started as because we have a bookshop where we are selling books for local authors. So we realized that we have three kinds of people. Mainly we have people that buy books and read and finish those books, and we have other people who buy books but struggle to finish those books, and we have other people who do not read at all. So we decided to why about us creating a book club where we can connect the three people so they may learn from each other. Also, another thing is we started this book club so that we can bridge a gap between authors and readers through the book club.
Okay, bridging the gap between authors and readers, how are you guys able to do that through your book club?
One thing that we do is that we give local authors an opportunity. What we do is that we become the middleman, become the distributor and also the marketer. So through our book club, we normally invite authors, the likes of Charles Ngubeni, different authors to come through our book club, and this way we get to review their books.
I also understand that you guys are not only just focused on books and bridging the gap between authors and readers, but you're also quite involved in social responsibility work. Tell us a little bit more about that.
It's more like yesterday, we were celebrating our 67 Minutes for Mandela Day. There is a local library in the location in Salanigahle in Mpumalanga. So what we did is we collected 67 books for that library. But with our book club members, we're able to even collect more than that. So those are part of our initiatives. Another initiative that we have adopted schools around in Mpumalanga. One of those schools is Coronation High, whereby we have monthly book reviews with them.
Oh, lovely. Bethuel, I want to speak about, the meetups. When you guys decide to meet, how do you decide which books to read? What are some of the subjects that you guys as a club are interested in?
Okay. We have a plan. A whole plan for a year. So at the beginning of the year, we speak to our club member to say, okay, can you please suggest the number of books that you want to read? So through that, we select the authors, then we invite them to come through for the book reviews. So normally book club members, they invite them.
And so how do you guys, welcome new members? How do people who are looking at what you guys are doing from a distance and want to be a part of it, how open are you guys to receiving new members?
Well, we are very open because we want to have different people with different mindset. So the bigger we are, the greater chances of us growing and making a greater impact. So we are available on social media platforms, and those who are not actually at Emalahleni, lucky enough now they can join us through our YouTube channel, which is Betheny Books. Betheny Books, they can go and subscribe, where we have our monthly book reviews there as well.
All right.
Yes.
Enica, so this reading culture is on the rise, especially for black young readers, for black authors getting opportunities through these book clubs. What would you say sets your book club apart from other book clubs that are out there?
One thing that sets our book club apart is that we bring all fusions of arts together. As much as we review one book, but we bring different elements of arts, whereby there's performing arts, you find poetry, you find music, Another thing that we do is that we bring authors to the book club. Most book clubs, they cannot do that. So in our book reviews, we invite the authors who actually write those books so that, the readers, they can ask questions, because, reading a book on your own, it's not enough. But the moment you get to have the opportunity to be with the author, you get to ask the author certain questions.
All right. Bethuel, you also say that one of your aims is to reduce costs associated with lack of information. Speak to us about that. What does that mean?
Okay, that one is taken from the Bible, that people perish because of lack of information. So us as a book club, we say we want to bridge that gap so that, for example, let's say you want to start a business. If you do not have information, meaning that you could spend a lot of money, but if you can get a book that speaks about entrepreneurship, like the book of Nomsa Mazibuko, it speaks about business. So through the skills and knowledge and experience that she has shared from the book, you actually can reduce cost.
All right.
Yes.
Enica, how often do you guys meet? When is your next meeting? And what book will you guys be discussing at the next meeting?
You know, I'm actually excited about our next meeting because we're going to be meeting on the 10th of August. And we know that next month is Women's Month. We are celebrating Women's Month. So we are doing things differently this time. So we're going to be inviting 4 authors, which are women, who have written about topics, you know, that are affecting women, you know. We're going to be having a discussion whereby we get to discuss issues that are affecting women. We're going to also be discussing about patriarchy, women empowerment, feminism, all the topics that everyone is talking about. So we're going to be having our next book review on the 10th of August 2019, and in Witbank, the venue is Fortis Hotel. So yeah, people can continue following us on all our social media platforms to get all the updates that they need.
All right, so thank you very much. And Bethuel, come the 10th of August, you've got no escape. You're going to have to sit there and listen to these women thrash their issues out.
Yes,
I hope you're okay with that.
We're okay with that.
Thank you very much, guys, and all the best. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
That was Bethuel Mbebe and Enica Mmadi, and they are founders of the Betheny Book Club, and have been speaking to us about their journey and strides that they've made through this book club. Well, if you also belong to a book club, or whether you're a lone reader, it doesn't really matter, but you're more than welcome to also join us for our Sunday book feature to talk about some of the books that you are currently reading or have read. Just send us a detailed description of your book club on our email, or you can send us a picture of those books with a brief caption using our social media platforms. Use our Twitter handle at Morning Live SABC and send us an email, morninglive@sabc.co.za. And who knows, you could be just like Bethuel and Enica on the show speaking to us about books and your love of books. We are going to take a quick break. Do stay with us. We'll be back shortly.